So I can go ahead and... Oh, welcome on in, Cyril. Glad I have you, Sweet Bean. God, that's greedy. Welcome on in, Cyril. But yeah, no. We are going to be working together to clean one of the Muckingham files, the summer stuff. And depending on how quickly that goes, we might also hit some of this winter stuff as well. You know, I guess I can't expect it to model everything, especially because of how high fidelity they enjoy modeling stuff. But there is something very uncanny about the infinite ocean, and there's just triangles in the distance. But yeah, how's everyone's week been going? These fucking... I hate them. I hate them because I want to be them. Yeah, it looks like a cruise ship. Yeah, this is the summer cruise ship one. My week has been good. I do have feelers out for other jobs, but in the meantime, bills. Understandable. I don't blame you. It's when you do what you got to do to get by nowadays, which sucks, but like it's better than, you know. Oh, I mean the mess. Yeah, no. I listen. I've never been on a cruise ship, so I can't confirm or deny if this is what the average cruise ship looks like. This is probably what that 9-month cruise ship looked like, to be fair. You know, the one where they the one that led to like a couple of deaths and multiple divorces. Thank God it's Friday. My new boss tried to schedule a 6 a.m. meeting with me with 4 hours notice. They sent it at 2 a.m. while I was sleeping. That's deeply concerning. That's the kind of shit that would genuinely get me. Like, I'm like, okay, something's going down. No matter what's going down, I'm not going to like it. It's like at that level, is it better to just be like, are they just time zones exist apparently? Oh, they're in a completely different time zone. Oh, hold up a moment. I work meetings scheduled after my working hours. All right, looks like KnightLycan is getting ready. So, oh, there we go, perfect. Hello. I can't hear you if you're talking.
Can you hear me now?
There we go. There you are.
That's because I wasn't saying anything.
Excellent. Well, not excellent that you weren't saying anything, but excellent in that
I see how it
and that it
is.
wasn't a tech issue. No, I prefer my collabs where the other person doesn't talk at all.
Please.
All right, let me start sharing the chats. That way we can onionize the chats, as apparently people have been calling it.
Did you say onionize or unionize?
Onionize.
Oh my god. Okay.
Sorry, this is a different kind of collab.
I'll have to ask what that means in a second.
Is that where you put onions on your eyes? Is that like, it's like people can't afford cucumbers anymore, so they put onions on there? I feel like that would be extremely painful. That's not for this service. Become a...
Please.
Reject modernity. Become onion. Hold on, let me increase your size a little bit.
I wouldn't mind being an onion.
Listen, being a person's overrated, to be honest with you. Also, let me increase.
I'm gonna say hi to my side real quick, so I'm gonna mute myself because I haven't said hi to anyone at all. So
yeah, of course. Yeah. All right. Maybe a little bit smaller. But yeah, we are being joined today by KnightLycan, who is this handsome werewolf. I actually didn't realize he had the summer alt for his son. That's kind of adorable. Onions have more layers than some men I've dated. Listen, if there's one thing I've learned in recent years is that people unfortunately have less going on than I originally thought. However, when I'm having a great day outside of the fact that Starkmore threatened to destroy my entire family tree for fun. If I threatened to destroy your entire family tree for fun, do you think I would let you get away with saying that? like here's the thing. Oh, it's like, oh, you know, I just casually threatened someone. Like I'm not gonna be able to, like, you know, back it up with you know. Hold up. Let me see if I can I can push this up. This is very important. Ball is life. But, you know, we are Starkey, you would have to have a way to stop them before they put it out there first. Fair enough. But yeah, also, go give KnightLycan a follow. KnightLycan, heckin' super duper sweet werewolf. You guys will love them to bits. Especially if you like Art of Big Boys, or Small Boys, or Size Difference Boys. You casually threaten me every day at this point. The threats mean nothing, Starkey, since you only act on 10% of them. Listen. Do you think I have fucking free time? Do you think my schedule permits 100% you know, accurate villainy? Yeah. Let me go and I like Boys and Art. Boys and Art are both excellent things. Let me go and give KnightLycan the proper. Excuse me, invalid username? Twitch?
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. Oh.
Stanky Morph, please stop putting onion slices in the labs. They're rotting at a rapid rate and releasing so much hydrogen sulfide. We had to fumigate several rooms already.
Hi, Starkey chat.
Welcome back though. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. But you know, we were talking about onions and threats of well-being. So, you know, very normal discussion points. Oh, here, hold up.
Having been in your chats, this is very normal for your chat. This is standard operating procedure.
Yes. All right, let me see if I can invite you real quick so you can join.
All right, yeah. I could join a player's co-op game, friends playing cross-platform. Oh, I think it's cross-platform because I'm not using Steam for this.
Oh, okay. Hopefully I don't have to download anything for cross-platform.
You need to give me a room code.
Oh,
put it into this little space.
how do I? I have to enable multiplayer mode. I'm a goobus.
Ah, well, that would do it.
You see, the problem. Hello, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
Zilu, hi Dex. Yeah.
Oh, the cute button. We do have some
You are
cute
the
button
problem.
presses to balance out the horrifying nonsense, like the shapes. 39
Shapes.
buried, 0 found. All right, invite friend.
Oh, that means me.
I like how this button. This is just a button that does nothing, and I feel like a button that says invite friend that does nothing is like maybe the single most emotionally devastating item to have in a user interface.
Oh no! Invite friends.
If you have
aggressive
any.
smiley face.
I'm not holding Slurreal at gunpoint to try my favorite visual. Oh yeah, that's right. I think Slurreal mentioned something about a visual novel. I need to read more of those. Okay. How do view session details? Great. What is happening? Maybe you could make the. I'm unclear.
What?
I'm trying to figure out like why it, because it. Okay. I don't know if it's trying to make a room and it just like is failing.
Really? Let me put up your stream and see
Yeah.
what's happening.
Restart job. Let's try restarting the. Let's see if we restart the job and then. Nope. It's
I just let the share chat.
weirdly like stuck.
There we go.
Gotta love the joys of. Yeah, to be fair, it's not like they're ever gonna. I just realized there's a message feature here. Also, I haven't looked at the shop and. Oh my god, there's new things I can buy.
Oh no.
I've got so much fucking money. Wait, is there actually anything new for me to buy? Oh, hell yeah. I've played this game so fucking much. I've had nothing to use this money on.
There's striking more.
Listen, this is the only way I'll ever experience something like this.
Maybe it's because you had sets of friends only.
Maybe? Well, okay. Close.
Because like that probably means like Steam friends.
Oh. Huh. Let me close and restart the game, and we'll see if connection to the network has been lost. All right. Welcome to VTuber collabs, where everything is scuffed and the points don't matter.
Yeah. In the meantime, I will consult the internet.
Two times the. I mean, like, listen. Two times the 2 times the VTubers does mean 2 times the scuff. The stream is going great. Okay. Co-op hosting is only available once the job started. Okay, cool. Restart job. Confirm.
This stream is going great, Servial. Thank you.
Allow other players to join your session. This will be turned off.
Try changing friends only first, because I think it got grayed out.
There wasn't
after.
an option.
Oh.
Like, I couldn't click on it.
Click on view session details. Or
View session.
on the right side.
Nothing.
No.
It doesn't even
Well,
say
too bad.
I'm here.
I guess you're not in the game.
Can you start a poll in the shared stream? That's a good question. I think it would only start it in my stream because I don't think you're a mod over there. But also, that's a threatening question given the kind of polls my mods make.
I don't think it'll work.
You don't think it'll work?
I think the poll. No, sorry, the poll. Not the poll.
Oh.
Okay, so according to the internet,
Yes.
once you hit invite a friend, it's supposed to create a code for you.
We love the joys of the infinite noise machine that is the internet. Okay, let me restart one more time. Maybe it's because I have my Steam account, like my Steam profile privated.
Yeah, let me try hosting, see what happens.
Yeah.
Let me go back to the
Resume job.
specials. Gareth Burke.
All right. Friends. Oh, never mind. Crossplay. I figured it out.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so I've done that. Invite a friend to host. Provide them with this room code, and there isn't a room code.
Oh my god. Every step, there's something new.
Boy,
it's one of those days.
I've never okay. This is not an this is normal for my streams.
This is how my troubleshooting goes for stuff outside of stream. I figure one thing out, then go to the next step, and then there's a new problem to figure out, and that's great.
To be fair, we would have had to. I would have had to completely restart because yeah, you might have to host.
Yeah,
I can provide
I'm
forbidden
starting up the
information.
job now.
That's yeah. You can hide stream bits in the polls, and KnightLycan stream won't be any the wiser.
Surprisingly enough, I am also not getting a room code.
Did this game just silently drop cross-platform support or something?
It's entirely possible with Powerwash Simulator 2 coming out some point this year. So maybe they just quietly removed support for it.
Huh.
And maybe now you can only play non-crossplay.
You might have to host. Is this a stream collab or a Grindr chat? You decide. I've never been on Grindr, so you will have to speak from personal experience. Look. Restart job. Okay, well, let's try restarting the job. Invite now. View session details. Nope. So, chat. How are you enjoying the collab stream? Definitely, oh, Lord Almighty. Let's see. Because the weird thing is, it actually... Hold up. Maybe if I, let's give it one more time. Then, I'm just playing the slot machine at this point.
Yeah.
Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! Sorry,
I may or may not have tried selecting something in Clip Studio by drawing with the pencil instead of... Yeah, oh, I'm so sorry. Good luck.
Sorry, what is this fucking poll? Poll opened. Everyone start talking about how Starkey ruined your life. First option, please. Second option, it would be funny. Third option, in all caps, Starkey, do not read this. All right. Like, okay, resume job. So I've never actually used. I'm gonna try to start something. Wait. Are you usually supposed to start with lasso first? This can be turned off at any time, the game says. Say when Starkey restarts Powerwash, because I see the notification on stream. Yeah, I wonder if they, like, the devs just, like, silently is like, well, it's just like, well, you know, no one's playing Powerwash Sim. No one would ever do a Powerwash Sim 1 collab. Powerwash Sim cross play.
I did not mean to close the entire game, but here we are.
Like, okay, so it's also possible that, like, my internet is hot dog water. So, like, it might be worth trying yourself and seeing if you actually do get something.
Rats, we're rats, we're the rats.
Let me see. I had to restart the game anyway, so we're gonna see what that does.
Disconnected my grandfather's life support.
Jesus Christ. I swear, the slander only comes out when I collab. Like, that's the only, like, my... Okay, that's not fair. The slander is constant, but the straight up, like... The straight up lies about me killing people only show up during the collabs. See, Starkey, it's almost 4th of July. You got any big plans? No.
Your chat is just very excited to talk about you. They love talking about you.
Hey, Astral, welcome on in.
They're proud of everything you do.
Including
hey,
killing people, apparently.
Yeah. Search job.
Oh, shit. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so it just took a while for it to connect. That was the issue.
Oh, did it actually work?
Yes, it actually did work.
Oh, okay. Let me leave this thing I just started then.
Here. Let me hide.
Players co-op.
I'm sorry, chat, but you're going to be very briefly sent to the void. Starkey, we're trying to drive others away. You're a streamer. Enjoy the void. Listen, I mean, they can still... Well, they can only hear me. Holy shit. There is nothing. There is nothing anymore. Hold up. Can I... Oh, shit. I have to... Hold up. Let me send it to you over here. All right, there you go. That's the code. I see everything and nothing. All right, you are free from your punishment of void time. When is the wash the furry update though?
Go to the void and think about what you've done.
Listen, some you know, when chat misbehaves, you got to punish them properly somehow. So you just take away their phone, send them to the void, force them to be alone with their thoughts for a bit.
Right, Leo. Thank you for the resub. I do love power washing and machines separately, but what about together?
Oh, there we go. Hello. That is you, right?
Hi.
Oh. Really? He was sub for 3 years. He must just be fan. All right, perfect.
OMG, 36
right.
months.
How do I want to do
Awesome
this?
Bob. Let's go.
All right. I mean, listen, it's Powerwash Sim, so like wherever we go, things get cleaned. I'm gonna start with this horse.
We need a min-max. We need a min-max this. We need a min-max relaxation.
You've never played this game before, have you?
I know I have.
Okay.
I'm just joking. I enjoy playing it pretty like chill.
To be fair, that was me. That was me in my free time when I'm like, I need to grind to get the most powerful equipment.
Starkey, take me to the void.
Can I look at the poll chat?
Destroy...
Starkey has to ignore it, but do I? Can I look at it?
The poll is, should Kasai drink vinegar? Yes, tangy. No, wrong answer. Yes, in a safe for work way. Is that safe? It can be. I think it's safe to drink vinegar. I've done it before. Not a whole lot, but like, you know, like an ounce maybe.
How much vinegar is in vinaigrette?
Oh,
Or is
I should know this off the top of my
vinaigrette
head.
just a
I think it's 2
feminine
parts
version of
oil for 1 part vinegar.
Hey,
By volume,
I'll be
at
able to do
least.
something with my fucking guitar in hands that you'll never be able to achieve in your
No,
entire life.
no.
Wait a minute, a whole new audience? Oh god.
Yes,
Sorry, real, do
punish
not
chat harder.
traumatize the KnightLycan's audience.
No, my audience is saying that you need to punish chat hard. So
Apparently I do need to.
Ain't no love in my ma, ain't shoo wop shoo wop.
Oh, so welcome on the laptop.
What
Go
is
ahead,
it?
sweet bean.
actually haven't played this in a minute. There we go.
If you mix 1 to 2 tablespoons in a seltzer, it's nice. Wait, 1 to 2 tablespoons of vinegar in a seltzer? I
don't just press X, I mash X to doubt.
here's the thing. I could see
rattlers,
it
welcome in.
working. Like if you put in like a vinaigrette, it like adds like a little like a bubbliness to it that could be fun. It was like it's
Want to spice up your vinaigrette? Try this one tip.
that it does seem like a BuzzFeed or like TikTok cooking video style tip though. I do appreciate that.
Thank you for the bets.
It reminds me of a joke it reminds me of a thing I talked about yesterday, where I love describing things incorrectly, and one of the best, describing things in a way that you can't say is wrong, but is definitely not the way the words are intended. And one of the best ways I've ever seen someone say that is that they described kimchi as being carbonated. It's what happens if you carbonate.
Yeah.
It's you've carbonated the cabbage.
Carbonated cabbage.
It's like it's not wrong. It doesn't feel right, but it's not wrong.
My favorite. I have one of those myself that bothers people every time, so I'm gonna say it here. I love the salad of a burger.
The
Where
salad
the
of
lettuce
the
and the
burger.
tomato and the onions are together on top of the meat. The salad of the burger is my favorite part.
That is, you know what? That's a good point. We really, we should appreciate. Clearly, burgers are the most vegan meal out there. Anyone else tried drinking apple cider vinegar as a kid? I don't think I did. I was a pretty quiet kid, all things considered, which is I think why I turned out to be a gay furry on the internet.
Take notes. Being quiet on the internet makes you a gay furry. Or being a quiet child makes you a gay furry on the internet.
For the first time. We're protected by
Direct correlation.
Apple cider vinegar is actually good for you as a drink. Health benefits. Yeah, it's got like probiotics. That's kind of the That's like
I'm probiotics. I think biotics are good for you.
That's kind of the conceit, I believe, of like kombucha, right? Is that it's basically just like drinkable vinegar. I'll be honest with you, I kind of love kombucha.
I've never had it, but also, I don't generally like consuming fungi to begin with. So.
Oh no, I love mushrooms. Mushrooms fucking slap. I do hear it took me a while for me to realize I did enjoy mushrooms. Welcome on in, Cowboy. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Because, like, as a kid, I was like, ew, mushrooms. And then, like, I turned into a teenager. I'm like, mushrooms are, like, the single best food source out there.
I don't listen. Start being too short. I can't reach the top.
I'm listening. You can just, like, just grow. It'll be fine. I hate mushrooms. Mushrooms, they slap, though. Also, we were talking about antibiotics, but we were talking about probiotics, but I am currently on antibiotics because of stinky work, and I accidentally had an open wound touching a desk, and the desk wasn't cleaned properly.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
Remember, kids, don't. As much as it sounds like I'm the mom, like it actually probably is advisable that you don't pick it yourself. Why did it? Wait. Am I forced to stand up whenever you play something?
Really? Is that what it's doing?
I wonder. Because, like, yeah, you placed it, I immediately stood up.
Let's find out. Oh, let's find out.
Yeah, every time you pick it up, I'm forced to stand.
And I'm putting it down.
It's
Because you're never supposed to place a large ladder by yourself. You always have to have someone else watching. So
it's a fucking we are cryptids that consume cleanliness, and this is our defense mechanism whenever we spot something that's not supposed to be in our environment.
Please.
Imagine this game, but if you touch the grime, you die. That's literally like that's Super Mario Sunshine.
Biotics rights. Honestly, yeah, biotics rights. Be probiotics.
Listen, I literally do have some kombucha and probiotics ready for when I'm done with this antibiotic set. Oh, Kenny! Oh, I'm sorry, out of raid, so I'm gonna mute real quick. I'll be right back. Welcome on in, Raiders! Good on ya! For those who don't know, I'm starting more Figure Cast Creator. Friday stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 PDSD. What are we up to? How are you doing, you sweet bean? We are currently doing a collab with Mr. KnightLycan here, who is this big, thick werewolf man. I'm gonna get the shout out for Kenny. Kindy. There we go. Good. I love power washing. This game's a lot of fun. It's a personal favorite of mine, and I'm currently working through all the DLC that I haven't done to get ready for the second one that's apparently releasing this year. Wild that it's fucking releasing this year, by the way. Like that's some turnaround time. But yeah. Hold up a moment. Let me. Oh, I was forced to stand. Let me check something real quick. Let me go. Let me make sure. Excuse me. OBS, if you'd be at OBS, I'm gonna fight you. Oh, BS. Let me see. Let me go to you real quick. Go to your page and make sure before I state anything. Yes, you are. Okay, fellow Thunderfang member. Everyone go give Kindy a follow. Heckin' super sweet bean. So far it's been a lot of fun being on Team Thunderfang. I need to start doing more collabs with Thunderfang members as well. Rick, I'm sneaky, need a shower. Yeah, so be sure to go give Kindy a follow. I'm sure we have something planned with a Thunderfang member next week, so that expect that. I'll actually be next Thursday as well. All right, let me go and return to the Hello, I've returned.
Also, welcome in, Jace. Oh. Welcome back, Starkey.
What was I talking? What were we talking about? And then the raid happened. Antibiotics.
Being probiotics.
Yes, I'm very probiotic. I tried my best to take good care of my stomach bugs, so that way I don't have tummy aches. I haven't been able to collab much because my time zone Australia, so I haven't gotten much out of it, but I enjoy it though. Oh, for sure. Time zones are like the biggest pain. Absolutely.
There we go. That's what I wanted to find.
Okay.
It's been a minute since I played this game, so I'm like slowly remembering all the.
This is. I'm so soothed watching you. just violently.
Yeah. Listen, this is the most efficient way to clean. Okay, spray and pray.
I mean, listen.
This is how I clean IRL.
I feel like that can't possibly be like it can't possibly be like a good way to clean in real life. Just throw a bucket of soap at a wall.
Water everywhere faster, which is what matters.
I mean, listen. You are living the werewolf vibe. So like you just soak yourself in sudsy water and then you walk into a room and then do the dog thing, where you fling it everywhere as fast as possible.
I'm glad you understand. I do the same thing when I want to paint with it.
My friend had an ear infection, had to get his jaw off his ear tubes, got a yeast infection, now his sinus infection coming on. Oh my god. Yeah, that's why antibiotics can be useful sometimes. Not all the time, mind, but definitely sometimes the biotics get a little wacky and wild, and you need to like throw them into the sauna of basically being, destroyed and then exhumed from the body. Can you throw the ball off the pool? Hold up a moment. I think Excuse you? I think so? There we go. But let's try the direct shot. There we go. That's your problem now. So with these kinds of games, like, I feel like a lot of the time I end up making slow, continuous passes because that's what I find like the most appealing.
Yeah.
But I do feel like there's something to be said about the, you know, controlled chaos of just being like, you know what, fuck it, let me just just seeing like it basically become, you know, there's like you know, knowing that all of it I guess will eventually at some point, you know, return to cleanliness.
I don't actually spin and throw my water everywhere. I just like going up, down,
Yeah.
down. And sometimes left, right, left, right.
There's something to be, like, you know, it's just like slow, continuous movements, but I think it's why it's like this game is basically like a diet just chatting simulator. That's kind of how I treat it.
It is. Ooh, this is shiny.
Can't ride the slide down, the slide down for fun 0 to 10 game. I mean, you can kind of like crawl down it. This is significantly less fun, but you can't do it.
I'm making my way down. Wee.
Yeah, that's so fun. It's very, I'm deeply whelmed. If they get an ear infection again, that's a bingo on the body messing up. Sometimes, like, okay, listen, sometimes the body is just like, it just wants to collapse. I've been there. I was in college. Sometimes the body is just like, you know what, I'm done with living, and then it gives up. This is my IRL job. Is your IRL job power washing? I did not realize that. It definitely does seem satisfying. Although I'm sure, because like I remember someone mentioning about like how it does probably like get extremely tiring after a bit. Because like you are holding something that's basically vibrating, like, you know, constantly. At some point your body is just gonna be like, I don't like it.
Right.
No longer at FedEx? Nice! Upgrades. The fact that we're playing the screams of his victims instead of music in the background for us. Wait. You guys can't hear the music, right? Keep this shit up, and I'm gonna fucking put on the 8D playlist. That's just a bunch of like binaural audio. So you guys have to deal with fucking yes. Okay, perfect.
My chat, I'm so sorry you had to listen.
We can absolutely hear the music. Kaizy! Welcome on in, Kaizy. Can we shout for Kaizy? Kaizy, heck
Hey, Kaizy.
super sweet Australian woof. Very bullyable. Very handsome model. Very blendable wolf, too.
Why are we blending Kaizy?
Listen, it helps me wake up in the morning. It's better than a cup of coffee. Just making him dance or spin and then taking a scan is
Spin!
exactly.
Spin!
But yeah, how you doing, Kaizy?
Spin!
Jesus Christ.
Spin!
Music that makes you poop, the trilogy.
Oh no.
How is there a trilogy of music that makes you poop? You got the brown note. I can't even think of a second one. Maybe Shit by Neil Cicerega in his you know, classic album Mouthfeel. Doing alright, just vibing today. Hope you're well. I'm doing alright. Currently recovering a little bit from a surprise infection, so I'm on some antibiotics that make my tummy upset, but Outside of that, going all right. Also, like, just like it's one of those, like, you ever have one of those, like, weird dissociation days? Where it's like, I am present only physically. Not mentally, not emotionally, not spiritually. I am just here in this space. That's where I've been at today.
Actually, yeah.
I'm probably gonna have to get used to that, because I am working fully remote now. Alright, I'm looking mad handsome.
Thank you, Kaisi.
I do.
Very nice.
I genuinely want to study the way that you draw your werewolf, because I love the shape.
Oh, thanks. I worked really hard on the shape. Like, I spent so many weeks gathering like art I saw with like some of my friends. I specifically referred to this as the shape, capital T, capital S, TM. Like, whenever I found art that had a specific like proportions that I really liked, and I'm like, oh, this is the proportions that I want for money. So now when I finish redesigning him, so I have a lot of references specifically how I proportion him.
It's like it's just a bunch of rectangles, and I'm very here for it. Very, very rectangular. Very, very square even. Is your I feel like you're almost as wide as you are tall.
Can confirm based off of the dimension size from the file. Yes. Yes, that is in fact true.
Would the Borb airdrop bird poop on its enemies? Yes. That's why you're not supposed to upset the Borbs. The Borbs are very petty.
Oh, Starkey, you never showed me front-facing Starkey.
Oh, I didn't. Hold up. Let me send that to you. I'll also show it off to the stream, because it is a fucking nightmare. I can't even remember.
Enjoy front-facing Starkey.
I can't even remember what I did to get DA to draw this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there it
DA
is.
drew that? Amazing.
Yeah.
Also, I am bed-shaped, Kaisi, so if you're ever tired, sleepy,
Yeah.
I got you.
What's up, Chris?
Unless I'm tired and sleepy, then,
Sir,
well...
Permission to release the Borb on the Rival Labs parking lot.
Do not release the Borbs. I can't get them back in. I release the Borbs and they just go stampeding across the field. Guys, you can also use that. I feel like a proper man dimension should be bed shaped. What is it? I need to show my.
Well, there's also got to be people who can enjoy.
That's fair.
The bed. The people for whom the bed is.
That's why you just gotta shrink those people down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so DA made this for me, and I genuinely can't remember why.
God, let's see what this is. Oh, that is terrifying. It's really cute. It's really cute because, like, I love how you drew your eyes in particular. You look adorable, but also...
I have a knife. DA loves drawing
like
me
sharks.
with a knife.
Should not be seen from exactly the front.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you piss off Starkey. He just looks at you and has a knife.
He turns parallel to you.
It's like the difference. Okay, so I have the Sacabambastus emote. You know the. Let me put it in chat real quick. This fish. Have you ever seen one of those front-facing? Front-facing Sacabambastus are fucking horrifying. They are
Amazing.
nightmare creatures. From the side,
That's
they look so
those
silly.
people down. Yeah.
From the side, they look so silly, and then you look at them from the front, and it's actually like a sleep paralysis demon.
Can I borrow a knife because someone won't give you one? Here, you can borrow my sword.
I mean, a sword is just a really big knife, so I approve of this.
I'm sure you use it responsibly.
Absolutely. It reminds me of that one comic that was like one of my favorite things ever posted to Twitter, which was like Death pretending to be Santa and giving a kid a sword. And it's just like, what if the kid hurts himself? That too will be a valuable lesson. I absolutely would be the kind of uncle where I'm like, yeah, I'll just get my kid a sword. And then my sister would
the other mods in the mod basement with your new sword. Starkey, You keep your mods in a basement.
No, I keep my mods in the sub-mod basement. I'm in the mod basement. I'm in the mod basement for Dead Anthro and Papa. You think I can afford to bring them up with me to the mod basement instead of being stuck in the sub-mod basement?
Oh my God. What kind of weird caste system is going on over there? On that side of Twitch.tv.
Twitch.tv is you know, it sure is. We've not seen some like 3.5 years. Hell. You say that, but you definitely haven't been a mod for 3.5 years. I think you've been a mod here for maybe like a year and a half now. It is expensive to have mods move up the basement.
Have you seen Snowpiercer?
I have not. I'm unfamiliar with that.
Okay, for the context for the joke I'm about to make. Snowpiercer is a dystopian train that travels the world because the world is fucked up, and so people now live on a train that travels the globe constantly. And naturally, like the society, the train is divided up into compartments, which are divided up by socioeconomic class.
Oh, good.
And it's exactly how I'm imagining the mod underground factory system.
Honestly, kind of
complex.
Because there are many mods who, like, people who moderate for a stream, but then also like are streamers themselves who have mods that moderate their streams. You know, ever downwards into the infinite abyss. Don't ask about. Listen, Silksong is gonna release when it's gonna release, and I'm okay with that. I'm one of the well-adjusted Silksong fans, where I'm like, it'll happen at some point, but I'm not gonna get too excited about it. Not a skrunker. Okay, which fan base is handling it worst? Silksong or Invincible?
What's wrong with Invincible? Didn't they just come out with a new season?
Did they? I thought.
I feel like they did.
I thought Invincible fans have been like kind of losing their minds because it's been so long since they've gotten anything new.
That might just be Invincible fans being Invincible fans.
That's how we got the. That's how we got that one meme. This is good news. We can be bees. You can live for 30 years. This is good news. You can be a pet. A pet? Mark, I made a steak. A steak? I do love the degree to which YouTube poop never left internet culture. It just kind of changed forms. The 13.
That's sort of the thing about, like, you know, because we are now older, and there are newer generations on the internet doing their own things. You know how like a lot of millennials looked at the skivvy toilet thing.
Yes.
And it's like, at first I was also one of those millennials. Wow, this is ridiculous. But then I remember my generation is where annoying orange came from. You know what? I can't make fun of this anymore. Yeah. Annoying Orange and Fred are probably like our generation's equivalents. Our generation invented YouTube poops.
Yeah.
So
every single fucking sauce joke. That was our fault. Remember Ouija? I've aged 10,000 years. How dare you speak that name here?
We gave the world Annoying Orange, Fred, Charlie the Unicorn.
But here, like, there are, I think, valid reasons to be concerned about Gen Alpha. The media they consume is a part of it, but only tangentially. Because, like, I do think that there is something to be said about, like, the human fear of being bored. Like, the unwillingness to be bored. And, like, how that's, like...
Well, that's me, though. I don't want to be bored. Fuck that.
Well, yeah, but it's also, like, boredom, I think, is kind of important. You know? It's your brain... It's taking time to process information.
I guess. And like, I guess there's also the sign that like if you're in a state of boredom, then maybe that's a good thing. That's
I'm not saying like it's
but
gonna be
actually
bored.
no, because
like,
I could be bored and still live in the current world today. So never mind.
Yeah.
I
It's
take
like,
back what I was about to say.
you know, it's one of the things where like I'm not saying like it's good to be bored all the time or like be a boring person, but I think it's good every now and then to just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna like, it's like the principle of meditation, you know. It's taking the time to do absolutely nothing so your brain can process information rather than just seeking the next dopamine response. And don't get me wrong, I'm just as susceptible as it too. I had a TikTok account. It still exists. I don't use it anymore because fuck TikTok, but all my homies hate TikTok. iPad parenting, Elsa Gate, and politics are why it's fair to worry about Gen Alpha. Yeah, also just like the fact
Elsa
that
Gate? Hold
oh
on.
god, oh
This seems
oh,
important.
Oh no, oh you aren't aware of Elsa Gate. Oh,
I
okay.
am not aware of Elsa Gate.
Well,
I assume this is Elsa from Frozen.
yes.
Okay.
How the fuck do I? Okay, so you know those.
Here to stand up.
I actually didn't maybe stand up that time. Interesting.
Oh.
So you know those videos on YouTube that are intended for children, like, you know, like toddlers. That are like, you know, it's like, oh, dancing fruit, like baby shark, that kind of stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
So a lot of parents gave their kids iPads and like it's like, oh, okay, you know, like the kid knows how to use an iPad. It'll stick to like, you know, because it'll be like, oh, it's YouTube Kids, so it's content intended for children. So they wouldn't really watch it. The kid would just like keep tapping away, and eventually they would end up at videos of Elsa pregnant and Spider-Man, and then
actually,
the
I do know
Joker
about
is a
this.
villain consistently.
I didn't know it was called Elsa Gate, but I do know about like the algorithm leading them
Yeah.
down these dark places.
That was so it was named the controversy was named Elsa Gate, which is like, you know, that's one of my many pet peeves of like, you know, language, but that's entirely tangential.
Controversy, add gate as a suffix.
Yeah. But no, the entire like controversy of it is more or less that parents were like, hey, what the fuck is my kid being recommended that they come across pregnant Elsa and Spider-Man live action or shit like I definitely saw at least one video about 5 differently colored Hitlers bouncing on a bed.
Oh my god.
Like they were differently colored, and I like not like different skin colors. Like one was green, one was purple, one was yellow. I thought on a fucking like a YouTube like rabbit hole, not of like watching them myself, but of watching other people react to that shit. There's a lot of bizarre internet like stuff on YouTube that we are like largely, you know, unaware of. But yeah. So that was a whole thing that like YouTube has been trying to fix. I think they made it so that way weird shit like that would stop getting suggested. I'm unclear if there was ever a resolution on Elsa Gate.
We'll check back in on Elsa Gate later.
But yeah, no, that's like there's I think genuinely reasons to be like concerned for the upbringing that Gen Alpha has, and I think educational results are definitely one of them.
Yeah,
Shano.
that is definitely a large result of gestures as the world.
Yeah, but
World that we unfortunately have to live in now.
It's one of those things where it's like as much
a lot of the status quo.
Yeah, as much as I don't get Skibbity Toilet, I'm not gonna shit on it. I might have initially because I'm like, that's weird. I don't understand. Yeah, okay, listen, it wasn't intended a pun. No, the pun was not intended. But that does bring in some concerning, you know, like concerning, you know, questions about the Skibbity Toilet universe that I do not
What
want
is
answers
it?
to. I cannot emphasize the degree to which I do not want answers to those questions about the Skibbity Toilet universe. Or when people comp,
Andy Mountain Charlie, yeah, Tomo. Never forget the ancient script.
a science spur with the furry lifeguard. Welcome on in, Hyena said. Glad to have you, sweet band.
Hey, Sid. So you see, Starkey is the one doing the actual work while I'm standing here waiting for the drown in this empty pool.
I mean, you got like a wall cleared, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now you have the Italian AI meme. Italian AI meme creatures? I've been relatively unplugged from whatever the fuck's been going on with the AI meta. I'm gonna be honest with you, because it's all bullshit. But like, what the fuck? Okay, there's this YouTuber I watch who like I watch him out of like I don't understand him. His name is Internet Comment Etiquette. Who basically does videos in response to like he does videos talking about like quote unquote how to be a good internet commenter, and then just fucking like goes completely unhinged and writes some of the most bizarre, inane shit on the internet.
I see.
I was Yinsen by the yeah, that's Yinsen.
Yeah. We said hi yesterday. You were here yesterday, Sid.
Complete participation trophies. I like it wasn't the adult's fault. I mean, yeah. Here's the thing. I remember getting participation trophies as a kid, and I genuinely did not care. I was playing to have a good time. Like I was playing soccer and whatever to have a good time. I was not playing for the trophy. Shit like Tun Tun Sahur and Tralalero Tralala. Neither of those ring a bell. I'm gonna be honest. I might need to brush back up on my early internet lore.
Meanwhile, I still have a grudge.
Oh, sorry, Discord cut you off. You have a grudge against?
The girl who beat me at the second grade spelling bee.
Fair enough. Listen, some wounds are eternal. Nyan Cat wants your spine, Starkey. It is funny the degree to which Nyan Cat was a lot of people's first exposure to Hatsune Miku.
What? How? I am 32 years old now as of this week, and this is the first time I've ever heard of a connection between Nyan Cat and Hatsune Miku.
Nyan Cat is the Hatsune Miku voice. The that's Hatsune Miku.
I did not know this, but also I do not listen to Hatsune Miku, so I probably would have never made the connection.
That's fair. The majority of kids that get participation trophies literally go, okay, sure, it seems like, or at least that was me. That was 100% me. Like, I did not care about the trophy. I was just there to have fun with friends. I feel like the participation... I hate the word participation. I feel like the participation trophies were there more for the adults than they were for the kids.
Yeah. Because the adults didn't want the children to feel bad for not winning or whatever. And a lot of the, like, whole, like, I don't think it's done as much now, because now the older people have newer generations to target with their cruelty. But the whole thing, like, when millennials were targeted by boomers for, like, being participation trophy kids or whatever, wasn't even about, like, us having gotten participation trophies. It was more about, you know, us wanting to get credit where credit is fucking due.
Oh, so are you properly millennial then? Because
Yeah.
I'm technically Gen Z. I'm very early Gen Z.
No, yeah, I was fully cognizant of 9/11. That was a formative part of my life.
I was cognizant when 9/11 happened. I had my mom specifically avoided letting me or my siblings know of it as hard as she could because she didn't want us to be traumatized by it.
That's really fair.
But no, like, it is to some degree funny because I am a Gen Z, but I'm also the youngest of me and my siblings, which means I grew up with a lot of my older siblings' media. So I end up relating a lot more to millennials than to Gen Z.
That's fair, honestly, because a lot of it is, in fact, environmental.
Yeah. Me and the millennial crew laughs when then cries being 34. Guys, they hit the third tower. Jesus. Oh no. But yeah, no, like Zillennial here. Yeah, it's that weird in between where like I do feel like I relate a lot more to like younger millennials, even older millennials, than I do to younger Gen Z.
You're cuspy.
Welcome on and glad you're here. Glad you were heckin' super sweet bean.
Hi, Glad. Glad is super sweet. This gnome moved. I know this gnome fucking moved. Don't you pretend.
I do like how I shut up and it immediately looked like you were holding a gun to its head.
Because I am. I will use this if I need to. I will set it to the highest possible pressure.
Give us the location of your base or the fucking gnome gets it.
Okay. Can you teach me how to swim again? Sure. Come meet me in this incredibly grimy and empty swimming pool.
Oh, thanks, dude. No problem. I always try to recognize sweetness and positivity.
Tell us where the water is.
Don't worry about how putrid and brackish and brown the water is. It's probably fine.
Yeah. Are you up to date on patients?
Do you have your tetanus shots?
Wait, Strucky, is that what happened to you?
What?
Did you go into a dirty, empty pool? Shot?
I mean, in a sense, that is my son's backstory.
Is that why you're an auntie now?
I'm an antibiotic.
Yeah.
Listen, you ever look at people and you're just like, this is just a weird mass of cells that just vaguely functions together as a collective unit. That's me. That's me when I look at humanity. That's me when unironically me when I like think about myself. I'm just like, there is no me. There is just this weird collective mass. A human body, kind of gross.
Very specifically organized mass of cells.
Yeah. Human body is kind of stinky, kind of gross. Kind of yucky, disgusting. I'm not a person, I'm a mass av. Welcome on, Commander. You're a cute, massive cell. Starkey 13 out of 10 would treat to a cafe date. I listen, I'm a borb. That is my defense mechanism. Anytime someone's like, Starkey, you're cute, I'm just like, yeah, me and Borb.
Well, it's interesting that you say that, but have you considered I am poor?
Listen, if people gotta know both sides, people gotta know both the side of me that is like suave and well put together, and the side of me that's just a little gremlin creature. That like I'm just gonna be like
Yes. Every day I work for the peanuts.
Wait, I definitely misheard you. You say you work for the peanuts, right?
Yes. That
Okay.
was what I said.
I definitely misheard you. Hi, McJick.
Yeah, Starkey? Care to
Listen,
elaborate?
All I'm
Hi,
saying,
Jake.
all I'm saying is it's not necessarily wrong to be working for the penis.
It's not.
Good peanuts, you gotta work hard for it. I heard both, Starkey. I heard both. You don't want any low-grade peanuts. Especially not in your mouth. Please stop me. I will continue if you don't. This is the terror of being the kind of person who will yes and I anything. Please carry on. Yeah, you also need to know where to find the optimal peanuts. Like you need to like, you know, go to the proper stores.
Not this. Hi, Barry. Welcome in. Also, hi, McJick.
You gotta make sure it's world class, properly shelled peanuts. I actually I'm allergic to peanuts, so I can't eat it.
This is valuable information.
It's so fucking funny to me because I do think it's good that people respond strongly to the knowledge that I do have a peanut allergy, but, even though it's relatively minor. But multiple times, multiple different times, by like 4 or 5 different people are like, "Oh, hey, Starkey, do you want these peanuts?" I'm like, I'm allergic. I've told you this before. They're like, "Fuck," and they throw the peanuts at me.
Not at you.
Yeah, well, they just like they'll keep in the bag, but they'll throw the bag at me.
Speaking of peanuts, what's everyone's favorite nut? Post clarity.
That's a good answer. Good answer. Just Family Feud style.